Just an update for Pathfinder Networks, November 16th, 2010. I just wanted to shoot another video of the store being completed. Don't think I've had a video for a while of that. Go ahead and go inside here. We're closed now as our open time's off, but normally that's lit up pretty good. Since the last video, we've changed our retail area to what we wanted. We moved these metal racks used to be along the wall here. So we moved those to the middle and created 2 aisles. And then we put the countertops on both walls. Those are 24 feet long on each side. And there's power and network there. So we have on this side is our new laptops and PCs. And the side over here is our used PCs and used laptops. And we still got to do some organizing. We've got our items up, but the items on the racks here need to be organized and put into proper categories, so the networking's all together, the routers together, cases and things like that are all put together. And we've got more PCs to put up and monitors for display. But it's a good start. And that countertop is the same material as our main retail counter, so it all matches. And as you can see below, we've got quite a few real heavy-duty shelf brackets, so you could stand on these counters and they won't move. So in a retail establishment or retail setting, you want to make sure that all the equipment is top-notch and strong and sturdy, so people don't break it or even get harmed. You don't want any sharp edges or anything, because if someone gets a sliver or any kind of injury, it's a liability, and you're opening yourself to lawsuits. Because there are people that go around looking for reasons to sue people, so you want to limit that as much as possible. Retail counters are still the same. I haven't made any changes as far as this goes. Go back here, and you can see we've got a tech space here behind the tech counter. We can work on about 4 machines there at once. And then down here below, we've got machines that are in for repair. That's what this side of the counter is for. And then on the sales side, we've got machines that have been repaired on this shelf here, which we've had quite a few people pick up machines here recently, so which is good, because sometimes this cabinet here is usually full, and then we've got along the floor here PC sitting. So eventually we'll have to have more storage for the repaired PCs. And back here, point of sale and just storage below the counter here. Boxes for our new laptops are down there. Back around here. Not much else has changed back here. We still got our office area, cubicle here, and this cubicle is getting close to set up. Our tech will be back over Thanksgiving and Christmas from college, so we'll have him work on the installing Windows on the PC here and get connected to the network so he can have access. We'll have to get an office chair and things too. Tech area back here. Don't use this a whole lot just because there's only one person in the store typically, so they work in the front tech area. But this is back here. The summertime, once we have more than one tech in the store, we'll have a tech working back here in machines as well as up front. But we do have machines back here for doing updates and Windows updates and scans, something that takes longer you don't need to mess with. This box here is our new small business server. I was going to put small business 08 on that, but now the Microsoft is coming out with small business server 2011. In about December or January it'll be available, so I'm going to wait until that comes out to install it. I do have the beta on here, the pre-release version, just as a test, and I did that just so I knew the hardware was going to work, and we'll let it run for a month or two just to burn in. That's a RAID 10 I'm using on that machine with 4 drives. So you've got a TV mount we had with our Comcast. They give us free basic cable, so we had a TV and a mount, so I figured we'll put that up there, and that way if there's ever a storm in the winter or whatever, we can watch the news and see what's going on. It's my tech bench here, the soldering station that was there before, so not much has changed. We do need to clean up this corner. All of this is going to go away, that equipment, and those motherboards we're going to recycle. So just still some leftover cleanup work from getting the store ready. And that sign, that flag there is a flag I ordered off eBay. It says computer repair. It's 16 feet tall. You can see the 2 poles there against the wall, but it goes outside, and it's a real good eye catcher. And it was only like $80, so it was a real good deal. And outside there's a stake that goes in the ground that stays there. So the pole for this just sits on that stake and it swivels in the wind. So it's pretty nice having that on the highway. Our back room, or our storage area, is pretty much full, as you can tell. And we're going to go through this too. We got a bunch of cases down here. We're just going to recycle. They're just not worth keeping around. And we'll clean this area up more. We've got our patch panel, our security system, Comcast, everything back here. Our firewall server. It's all kind of there in the corner. I was working on an Indian firewall box, which is sitting there now because it kept locking up. So the white box is our IP cop firewall, which I'm back to using because it just works. Back here in my office, I'm trying to keep it clean. It's pretty much done and how I want it. So every day I make sure there's no equipment in here. I don't want to have any. I used to always work at my desk, but I don't want to have laptops or PCs in here to work on. So I'm just going to train myself to keep it as an office. So that's that. And I don't know if I can see back here outside. I think there's a light. That's the compressor. As you notice, if you can hear that, I'll open the door here. We were going to put our compressor in the other side of the room, on the back side of this wall, and then run a pigtail outside for the compressor, but it was too noisy. So what we did was we had our contractor, when they built the deck, which it's going to be hard to see because the light here, but the deck's a 6x6, and we had him build this box. It's all out of pressure treated wood, and it's enclosed, pretty much weatherproof, and there's a big padlock on it. Our compressor's inside of there, which you can hear, so we can blow machines out here, and we've got our air nozzle. For the winter, we'll have to put some kind of protection up around the side. It's all open back here, and we notice when it's rainy, that's the back side of the building is facing south, so we get a lot of wind blowing back. So we'll have to mount some kind of, put walls up of some type, like a corrugated plastic wall, just to keep the weather away. But that's it. We're up and running fully and kind of getting it how we want it, and everything's looking good. So anyway, that's the update for the store, and if we make any more changes, I'll do more videos as we do the changes. Thanks.